Hey everybody, it's your girl FYNTURA back with another vlog. I guess you could call it, I don't know, day in the life or whatever. But haven't had a talk with y'all in 8 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is basically take y'all out with me. I'm gonna go get something to eat real quick, and I need a car wash too. I haven't driven this car in like 2 weeks, and this car is so dirty. I don't know how it gets so dirty staying in my garage, but I'll probably run this through the car wash real quick. I don't have time to do it inside, but take the car to a car wash, get something to eat, and have a quick talk with y'all about a conversation that I was having with a couple friends of mine. So I'm too hungry to even start talking right now, so take y'all with me to get something to eat, and then I guess I'll talk to y'all after my stomach is full for the day. So let's do it. Chicken? Yeah. Okay guys, so we are back. I had to hurry up and come back home because I forgot I had a package that I had to sign for. And I got the email saying that the package was on the way. And I was like, oh man, I can't even finish doing what I gotta do for the day because I gotta go sign for this package. I didn't want to miss it. So I had to hurry back home, and then I got home, got into the whole package thing, and then the whole day just got away from me, guys. So I didn't really get to do what I needed to do. But anyway, that's cool. I'm going to jump right into, like I said, what I wanted to talk to you guys about earlier, which is a conversation that I had with a couple of friends of mine. And I really wanted to make a video about it because I think a lot of people suffer from this and are like this. And I kind of want to be, you know, a voice of hope to those of you that are like this. So real quick, a couple of friends of mine, we were having like a little discussion about money, about finances, about basically talking about how in relationships, a lot of women are looking for 100% providers, and they're looking for, you know, six figure men, you know, a man who makes six figures. And some of us were saying how, well, if you are a, you know, I don't like to use the word high value because a lot of people equate high value to, you know, somebody who makes a lot of money. Just because you make a lot of money, though, doesn't mean you're high value. So if you're a woman of means, let's call it that, right? If you're a woman of means, do you have to look for a man who also is a man of means, or, you know, or let's say you're a female and you make six figures. The guy that you get with, does he also have to make six figures? Does he have to meet you where you at, or beat you, or make more than what you make? And even if he does, you know, who's to say he's, you know, a nice guy or a good guy? You know, usually a lot of guys who make a lot of money, you know, they feel like they have a lot of options, they, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, I don't want the conversation to go left. But point I'm trying to get to is, you have, we were discussing about how basically incomes when it comes to relationships. And let's say you're a woman who makes, I don't know, 50K a year, but your significant other makes 150K a year. Should you go half and half? Or should you just chip in where you can and, he pays the rest of the bills, whatever the case. And then if it's vice versa, what if you're the woman who makes, the bulk of the income and the guy that you're with doesn't, and, how much should he contribute to the household? And a lot of the discussion back and forth and the mindset I'm trying to get to with I'll speak for the women, with some women, is basically, so I don't like to broadcast this a lot, but I will say that I don't mind going 50-50, but I prefer not to. Okay, so don't come for me in the comments, guys. I'm just being honest about it. I just feel like sometimes when you've provided for yourself for a long time, it'd just be nice to be taken care of. It'd be nice to be doted on and pampered on, and you could just lay your head down and just, let a man just take care of you. It'd be cool. But nowadays, especially with the way the economy is, a lot of relationships are more 50-50 and things like that. And so a lot of the girls that I was talking to were high net worth females, right? So we can all relate. Now, there was one who in the group who was not. And homegirl, it was to the point where I think she felt uncomfortable. I think she felt uncomfortable with the conversation because she did not make the type of numbers, the type of money, the type of numbers and bags that we touch. She wasn't there. And I don't even think she sees it for herself to be there. And not only that, she doesn't see it for herself, but she can't even imagine herself getting a guy who makes that much. And I had a conversation with her after the fact, just a one-on-one, because I kind of felt the vibe, because she wasn't really interacting much. She wasn't really, giving her input on things too much with the rest of us. And I kind of, felt like that's what it was about. And when I spoke to her about it, the vibe that I got from her was that she's not at that level. She don't ever believe she could ever get to that level. And she just doesn't see it in the cards for her, even though she was surrounded by other females that were doing what we were talking about. So I'm like, why do you have such, a negative outlook? Why do you feel like you can't do these things, or you can never make this much, or drive this type of car, or live this type of lifestyle? What is it that you think that you can't do it? And she said, I just don't see that for myself. And it's not that I don't want it, or, I have an issue with it. I don't, but I just don't see that for myself. I don't ever see me accomplishing anything like that. And, I don't do the things you guys do. I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't have my own business. I don't have this. I don't have that. And, she just kind of kept going on and on and on about that. And I said, well, you say that you don't have issue with it and it's not something that you don't want, but you don't see yourself having it. How can you see yourself having it? You're friends with people that are in, even though we're all in different avenues in the way that we make our money, the point is we're all doing it. So, what makes you think that you can't do it too? And she's like, well, I'm not that creative. I'm not this. I'm not that. And the point of all this, guys, is basically she just didn't see it for herself. And mentally, she just kept telling herself that I just don't see it for me. It's not on the cards for me. And that really bothered me. It really broke me, because I saw my old self in her. I saw the old Charlene where I'm lying, because I wasn't always like that. I wasn't like, oh, I just don't see it for myself, so I can't do it. I believe I was born with this, I don't know, I was born with it in me. I don't even know what to call it, but I was born with it in me that I wanted more for myself. I just wanted more and I wanted better. So I was never content with where I was in my life. Even now, where I am now with what I'm doing, my businesses, and how I'm, progressing every day, it's still not enough. I still want more. I still have levels to climb. I still have goals to hit. I still have milestones that I wanna tap, you know, and I'm not even at my best self yet. I'm not saying I'm not happy with what I've accomplished so far, but it's a constant challenge to push myself so I can continue going and stay motivated. So basically, guys, I had to speak some life into her, man. I couldn't just sit back and just, I don't know, when people get around me and they start talking down or, you know, being negative or, you know, feeling like they can't do something or can't have something, I kind of feel like it's my duty, it's my job to speak life into them and to make them, you know, believe that they can, because there's really nothing on this earth that one person can have that another person can't. You know what I'm saying? So I had to basically, I don't know, the way the conversation ended was cool, but you never really know how your words can help something or hinder something. So I got the vibe that, you know, she kind of, you know, was kind of looking, had a better outlook on the whole situation, but you never know. But the point is, guys, like, if you know me personally, or you ever been around me, or you come to know me, you're going to know that I don't tolerate mediocrity. I don't care for people who have no zest for life. I don't care for people who don't want better for themselves or for their families or for their kids or whatever the case may be. Like, if you're okay with the bare minimum, if you're okay with breadcrumbs, if you're okay with, you know, just taking whatever life gives you, and you're not striving for more, you're not striving to be better, you're not striving for all around happiness, that's a problem for me. It really is. If you are around me, you're going to be motivated. You're going to want to touch some bags. You're going to expand your horizons, expand your outlook on things. You're not going to be around me and just everything is just regular. Nah, nothing I do anymore is regular. Everything I do is calculated. Everything I do has meaning behind it. I never let anything go to waste anymore. You know, life is so short, so you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. Life is so short. So for you to think like, oh, I got time. I could waste a couple weeks. I could waste a couple months. I could waste another year of my life doing the same thing I've been doing over and over again and think that that's going to make me happy or I'm going to get there eventually. Like, no, it's not. I'm here to tell you that we already a month into 2025 and there's people still walking around doing the same stuff they've been doing last year and the year before that and the year before that. Like, you have to make a decision, you know? Life is about choices. Life is about decisions. You have to make a conscious decision that I want better for myself. If I don't like my job, I want a better job or I want to do something else. If I don't like my car, I want another car. I want something else. You know, whatever it is that you don't like about your life, you have all the power in the world to change some way, somehow. Some way, somehow, you know, unless you're locked up somewhere and, you know, you did some crazy shit and you're locked up, you know, for whatever, that's one thing. But does that mean that has to be your reality mentally? No. You can still want to be a better person and do better once the opportunity arises, but it starts mentally first. It starts before you ever do it. If there's anything you want in this life, guys, it starts when mentally you believe that you can have it and then you go out and get it. Because if you don't believe first in your mind that it's yours and you can obtain or achieve whatever it is you want, then you're never going to get to that next step. So that conversation kind of hit me hard, not with the other women that I was talking to, but specifically with her, because, you know, if my people are around me and I consider you a friend, you know, I want the best for everybody. I want the best for everybody that's around me, everybody, you know, who has been there on my journey, you know, seen where I started, where I came from, you know, how I scratched and clawed and cried and lost sleep and sweat and blood, sweat, and tears to get to where I am. You know, seeing that firsthand, which a lot of these girls have, and still believing that they can't do it, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's like, it just blows my mind. Like, how can you watch this person come from where they came from, do it right in front of you, and you don't think you can do it? Like, what? You know what I mean? No, it wasn't easy. You know, I had some bumps and bruises. I still take bumps and bruises every day, but that doesn't mean I quit. That doesn't mean I stop. So if you are somebody who needs that encouragement, if you're somebody who doesn't really see it for your life, you got to change your circle. You got to change the people you hang around. You got to change the things you're watching, the things you're reading, the things you're consuming. You got to change your mindset first. Once you change your mindset, everything else becomes easy because, like I said, it all starts with a decision. You surround yourself with all the things that are going to get you where you want to be, and you never look back. Never look back. Keep going, keep pushing, keep challenging yourself, keep trying to be better, and not telling yourself you can't have it, or you don't see it for you, or it's not for you, or you can never do this, or you can never do that. If you say that, then chances are you're probably right. So make a choice, make a decision, and don't settle for less. Don't sell yourself short. Don't just take, whatever life gives you. If life gives you something, lemons, make lemonade out of it. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot more I wanted to get into on that conversation and on that topic, but I'll save it for another day, another video. I just wanted to get that out to you guys. And I hope if she's watching this video, that I reiterated a lot of what we talked about to you. And you're able to change that mindset and truly believe that whatever you want in this life is already yours. Believe that you deserve it, and it shall be given upon to you. So keep y'all faith up, keep y'all heads up, guys. No matter how hard things get, you gotta stay sharp. I'm sitting here back testing, looking at the craziness that US 30 did today. I'm trying to figure out why it acted crazy like it did this morning. Never stop learning my craft. I'm never stopping being a student of the game. But at the same time, I don't let negative things just get to me and continue to get to me. Every now and again, yeah, it creeps up here and there, but I don't dwell on it. I just keep it pushing. All right, so I hope y'all get something out of this video. I hope it helps. Aside from that, that's all I got for y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. As always, it's your favorite female trader, Charlene FX. I'll catch you on the next one.